Hi, welcome to the Stockinit Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Janitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 59.
Wow.
And I feel as if we're kind of doing a little sneak attack. This is a day early. We've not announced that it was a day early. You're going to see it in your blog roll / downcast / whatever tomorrow when I post it. You can be like, wow, zombies are a day early. Why did they do that? Now I feel like, who does that? The Jim Gaffigan.
Oh.
He does the little asks questions
Yeah.
for other people under his breath. Why does he talk like that? Anyway.
Yes. My household is very busy, and tomorrow is not a good day. Unless I want to show up at like 11 p.m. and record. And then
Those are always fun.
So yawny.
You guys will see plenty of us up that late at the retreat.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Yay!
Yes. I am way excited about it, to the point where I'm like planning out what I want to knit to wear at the retreat.
Well, you got a lot of time in advance. And
Yes.
It's going to be warm,
Mm-hmm.
or we hope. I mean,
Yeah, not as
Minnesota in
warm
June.
not as warm as Tennessee.
No.
And I would have to say that in general it gets kind of cool at night, even in June in Minnesota. Like, it'll cool down at night, unless it's just blaringly hot, like it has been in summers past. But
Mhm.
I think you can count on some cooler temperatures indoors, with needing like a shawl or some sort of, maybe a light cardigan.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm excited.
I thought I'd share while I'm thinking about it. My needles met a tragic fate.
Oh my lord, what happened?
The bag was probably sitting on the floor and somebody probably stepped on it because it's the only thing they've never left the bag and they always get shoved back into the bag, but the bag might have been in the mud room and gotten stepped on. And the needles they're seriously bent up.
Makes it a little harder to knit with.
They're not bad, and my husband asked me what I wanted from the Loopy U for Christmas, and so I went out there and added these to the wish list and said, make sure you buy those needles when you're out there shopping for me. and when the package arrives, you hand those to me right away. I'm not waiting till Christmas.
Does it impact, like, it just makes it probably harder for the stitches to slide?
It's not really impacting anything except that how it feels in my hand. And so my hand, I don't think it's getting tired earlier, but I don't know. It does feel different. It feels like I have to give it a little bit different grip because it's kind of bent. But yes, they met a tragic end. And while I was thinking about it, I thought I'd mention it because I just, it was really comical when after it happened and I brought them out of the bag. I'm like, what happened?
Well, they're lucky they didn't step on it and hurt themselves.
Well, yes, but this is a nice,
yeah,
solid quilted bag, so there was slim to no chance that was going to happen, but...
Yeah, some of those needles that are really sharp, though, you worry,
this is true.
worry about.
And these are not those.
What are they?
They're the lace Chigus.
Okay.
So they're sharper than some, but not as sharp as others.
Okay. Cool. So we just briefly spoke before we started recording here about the retreat.
Yay.
A little bit of a retreat update. Appointments are being made, contracts are being drafted, things are going. We are the type of people that when we set our mind to something, we do it, and sometimes we do it pretty fast, especially if we're really excited about it.
Yes, such as the birthday kits. When Megan finally got everything together, she's like, "Can we mail them now? Can we mail them now? Can we mail them now?
How about now?
How about now? Every day."
Amy's like, well, we won't get those out. Our birthday's the end of October. I think we had them shipped by like October 5th or something.
I mean, it was really early. But she was like, but then they'll have them by the time our birthday rolls around, and she was really convincing me that we needed to put them together and send them out.
Yeah. I think, Amy, your standard line for me is like, sell me on this.
Yeah, pretty much. Tell me why I need to do this right now.
Yes. So,
but yes, appointments are being made. They're going on this week. Drafting of contracts. Yeah.
negotiations, we're fighting for you guys because not only do we want to get you a good price for your stay at the hotel, but also we want as much of the money that you're paying that isn't for your room, or to go to prizes and other little add-ons and goodies, rather than the hotel's pocket. So again, hope the hotel people aren't watching, but we're trying to negotiate such that
I'm sure they understand. They know.
Yes.
This is how most people think.
Yes, and we're excited to see how much we can get to have extra goodies and cool, fantabulous grand prizes and
yeah. And anything that ends up costing us less than what we had planned, the money's going to go back into bigger and better prizes. So, like, I don't know. I can't really think of an example, but like, say, like, I had planned out the bus trip, and it was like, this is the price that we need to pay to fill a bus that's X big, but the bigger bus is cheaper per person, and we fill the bigger bus, and then, it's not necessarily going to come down to refunds, but every penny of that money that we went over is going to be like purchasing prizes or, just different little goodies that we have thought of.
Yeah. And so, again, things are still kind of up in the air. We don't have everything all settled, but I really want to get the vendors figured out because I'm so excited about our marketplace. It's gonna rock. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, so far the list is quite awesome.
Yes.
And nothing is set in stone yet, right? So we need contracts in hand, and but
just know that I squee every single time somebody signs up, and every single time a vendor signs up. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about hanging out with everybody. And I know the people that aren't coming through the Reach Beach are like, I hope I don't have to hear this every single week until June. But we, right now it's new and fresh and exciting, so, and it will be until June.
But. Yes, and I guess we'd like to say that, if you have other obligations, we completely understand. This is our first run at this. We plan, if it all goes well, we want to do it again and again. So, just be excited with us, and 2014 is not that far away. And so, all the things that you see us do, it'll be just that much better in the next one, right? And so, get excited, be happy, and then, just think in the back of your mind, okay, June in Minnesota sounds really awesome.
What else was I going to say about that? Yep, we're getting close. January is definitely going to be when you'll be able to get, officially registered, and away we go.
Yes.
Away we go. Other happenings in Zombieland. I started the Self-Striping Addicts thread.
Yes.
Which has been very
Going
interesting.
crazy.
I am not the person with the highest stash number of self-striping. But I did acquire some more this past weekend. I don't know, I went out to, and again, I hope this doesn't, well, it's good, because then you guys will all go buy it, and I won't be tempted to buy it. But I believe it was Miss Dana of the Unwind Yarn Company, and just one more row, that that Twisted Limon was having a shop update. I guess she shop updates on Saturdays, and her self-striping is really reasonable, like uber reasonable, like $23 a skein, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know, her base is, I think it's like 20% nylon, 25% nylon. I can't review it because I don't have it, but it was like, oh, for self-striping to take the edge off, $23 a skein, that's pretty reasonable. So, Twisted Limon coming my way. Future yarn. But anyway, we're talking about what we have in our stash and what we plan to knit with said stash is going to be coming up next. So
Yeah, you kind of had it structured like you're in AA or something. Yeah. Hello, my name is Megan, and I have X amount of
I have 33 skeins of self-striping in
and
my...
it's been how many hours?
It was 55 days since I had last bought, but then I got that Twisted Moon updated. Plurk is such an enabler. I think if I weren't on Plurk, I wouldn't find half of these updates were happening. I also found out about Dancing Duck Dye Works updating. And
yes, I tragically missed that one, but only by a little bit because there was still some things left and I was very tempted, but it wasn't the reason I went to the site. So it was like, okay, reality check, deep breath.
Yes, just
let it go.
There, you don't have to
yeah, exactly. I mean, it was great colors and I was excited for them, but I missed out on the waltz worsted on the one that I wanted. So it was like, okay, back up. If it's not waltz worsted and I missed out on the color that I wanted, we're not buying. So, but yes, it's really hard to pass up some of those updates. Like I think there was one the other day, and I can't remember who it was. It was Lollipop Yarns. I just watched it and went deep breath. I watched it some more, and then as like thankfully it was just whoosh gone, and I didn't have to agonize over it too much.
Susan of Girl Cake Bags had her update yesterday that had the squirrels on it.
Oh,
I kind of watched. It was like, sell, my pretty, sell. I mean, they all went like within the first hour. So yep, there's other people out there with our crazy squirrel bags now.
Now it's not like Plurk enabling didn't miss me. So there's some stuff over there waiting to come on camera, but no yarn.
She's like, yeah, I was Plurk enabled. We need to come up with a word for it, like plenabled or something.
I've been plenabled.
Plur-enabled. I don't know. Anyway, these are all great discussions to have on air when you have no idea how much time has gone by.
Plur-enabled.
We didn't push the button.
Sweet.
Yep. For Good is chugging right along, loving the FOs. Amy, you were right. It's awesome to sit there and watch that people knit up your design.
Yeah.
Yep, and see it go and see the lovelies wearing it and how they've changed it and made it unique to them.
I will say, after having knit one in worsted and one in fingering held double is really cool.
Yeah.
It's extra squishy and it just felt like it was gonna be warmer for the wearer. I mean, and I kept the worsted one and gave away the held double, so I was like, oh, well, that's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, and who doesn't? That was kind of what I was thinking when I did the fingering held double. Is like, who doesn't have a skein of fingering in their stash that's like, I don't know that I'm going to make socks with this, but gosh darn it, it'd be a nice hat.
Yeah, or just looking at all of the fingering weight you have and just thinking how quickly a hat would go, and maybe it's deep stash that you're just not feeling, just knit it up as a hat held double and boom, you're like, oh, that's a really nice hat, it magically turns the unwanted yarn into something awesome. At least it did for me.
My hat pattern is allegedly magical.
Okay.
According to you.
Okay, yes.
Mm-hmm. Magically transforms unwanted yarn. Gosh, I needed you on my marketing team. So we have about $1,800. A little over. Yeah, closer to, right in between 1,800 and 1,900. And then I had this stroke of genius as I was writing that down to go, hey, wait a minute, doesn't my employer have matching? So wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, to give that much money to the National Women's Health Network.
Awesome.
I know, and I'm just constantly amazed. Java Jenny said that she told her Knitters Guild about it, and I think there was an upsurge in sales. Cool. Java Jenny. So the Wisconsin contingent is showing us, representing, showing us love.
Now, speaking of charity knitting,
Mhm.
I thought I'd mention that there's a couple groups out there that are doing stuffies for the children of Sandy Hook Elementary,
Yeah.
which horrible. And I don't even really want to think about it. I grieve in my own little way every time I think about it. Like they had just no, I'm not talking about it. It's horrible. It's horrific, unimaginable.
I've been most able to think about it as an adult that may be caring for other people's children. Like the thing that really struck me was the teacher who barricaded the door with her body and then had the presence of mind to read a story to the kids. To like try to calm them down. Just that teachers are so compassionate and so loving of their children to have the state of mind to do that, right? To A, protect them with myself, and then B, to like mentally have the fortitude to like calm them by reading them a story, right? I was just like, oh, that is a good teacher. And almost all teachers that I've come across have that dedication and that, so I've tried to think about the heroes of the story more than putting myself in the place of the parents that have lost their children needlessly and horrifically.
So what they're doing is there is 600 monsters, and they're both monster themed. So there's 600 monsters, which is 600 monsters for Connecticut kids. So I think if you would search groups 600 monsters, and maybe we can link it, they have a group, and they are collecting monsters through January 31st. They have to be mailed to Ohio by then, and the person in Ohio is going to package them up and mail them to Newtown, Connecticut. So then the other group is Random Active Monster. They have fewer requirements on the size and shape of the monster, and they just posted the site where they're accepting donations for the Newtown, Connecticut people. So you could send cards and letters of sympathy, or you can send your monsters, but they've sent they put out the address that you need to be able to send to. And in honor of those two, I put out a coupon code called Sandy Hook. So the coupon code is Sandy Hook, and it works on Confetti the zombie cat. Because that cat meets the requirements in both groups. So, if you're welcome to go out and use that discount code for whatever reason, $1 off.
Okay.
And the reason I chose Sandy Hook is that I felt like when I was typing it in as a coupon code, it made me think about what I was buying the pattern for. And it's not necessarily, maybe it's just a memorial, right? Like you are taking a moment to think about them as you buy this pattern. I'm not obligating you to knit a cat for these people. It just felt like the group that was doing all this hard work needed some extra incentive for doing what they're doing. Go out there, they have Rebecca Danger patterns that have been discounted to $2 a pattern. They have this really cute monster, Professor Von something, and it's so cute. And that one's being discounted by half, so you're only paying a couple dollars for that one. And so I mean, it's just really cool. There's a thread and all of the acceptable patterns, and they will have ones that are discounted, and they have listed ones that are free, and they have crocheted as well as knit, and they're a big group out there. And if you felt like you needed to do something for the people of Newtown, please go out there and visit, and you'll at least you can go see all the different patterns that people are knitting, and they have some great discounts on those patterns while you're knitting along for those people. But and there were certain requirements in the thread, like it had to be 9 to 12 inches or 9 to 14 inches tall. because they didn't want to be too big because they have to mail them, but they didn't want it to be too small that the kid couldn't hug it, or the person, I guess, because they're sending them to family members of the teachers, and yeah, so I mean, it's just anybody who was affected can get a monster. So 2 threats: random active monster and 600 monsters.
Okay. And then I also wanted to mention that very sad for Lisa Beamer's loss as well. She had somebody that was lost in the school shooting. So
Oh wow!
if I ever knew. She was out on work about it. So there's a lot of sad stuff, I feel like, that we've talked about recently. You know,
Yeah.
just losing people and sadness abounding. And this is a hard time of year for some people. So, but we have lots to be happy about as well. Just treasure every day. You know, every day is a gift. I think the most poignant, I think I saw a tweet by somebody that said, you know, I am thankful for the cognizance this has given me of how fragile life is, and how, you know, just to be happy for each one that we have. So
Yes, the lightheartedness that is happening in my family right now, just try to segue off of this a little bit, is that there's been a hoopla about one of the uncles only hosting for the siblings, so for the aunts and uncles level of, and then the grandchildren and the great grandchildren aren't really invited, and oh lordy, you'd think the earth had come out from under one of them.
I rocked.
She knows who she is.
I rocked the boat the past few years and tried to get rid of the gift exchange. Well, it was really becoming quite obvious that people were exchanging. I mean, like, they knew who, you know, they don't see me very often, and they don't know what I want, and it just became more of like a white elephant gift than anything else. And it's like, so let's just do that. And if people are interested, bring a gift that they want to exchange and do like a white elephant exchange, rather than like exchanging names and having to feel bad and, you know, I don't know what to get this person. And but yeah, I don't know where that did or didn't go, but
yeah. So, I mean, this is like, I believe the quote that expresses the entire argument that's been going on via Facebook is Uncle Galen, the Grinch who stole Christmas. What the heck is going on with my family? What? We're staying out of it. We're trying. I mean, besides me mentioning this to all of you, I'm staying out of it.
Go find Uncle Galen and let him know that Amy disapproves.
No, I think that it's up to him. He's the one hosting.
Yeah.
He can invite whoever he wants. It's the people who are giving him a hard time about it. It's like, well, then find a venue and gather people yourself. Just, we gotta...
Baby squawking.
Baby
He's
squawk.
still kind of teething.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it down.
We're just turning this down.
Yeah, I can take this part out of the podcast as well.
And I'm
if
just
need
wondering.
be.
Yeah.
What else? So recording schedule, as I alluded to at the beginning, is going to be a little different. We did it a day early, and then next week, Monday and Tuesday, are Christmas Eve and Christmas. So, and I will be out of town, so we'll have to figure out whether or not we're going to do it later next week, or we're going to, we obviously won't be recording New Year's Eve. That would be a different, totally different type of podcast. Sit here with our glasses and, oh, the year. So yeah, don't know if we'll be recording next week or not, but there will be a blog post or something along those lines to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I believe Hanukkah's over now, isn't it? I think they've had the 8 days. Anyway. What else? I think that was all that I had, and I think that we've probably blathered on for quite a bit. I have no
Yes,
concept.
again, we have no idea. So FOs, just straight into it. I finished my Southdown baby doll.
Hmm.
So, got it spun up really dense right now, twisted up really dense. But I got just shy of 200 yards. I think that would be a worsted, but it doesn't look like a worsted to me. So it just must have thick and thinned out to a worsted or a DK, something close to. Because I don't think that or I got a really dense yarn. Maybe I just did it really dense. Because normally I would get more.
How many ply is that?
Just 2 ply. And yeah, so it's my Southdown baby doll that I got from a coworker. And I get to show her the yarn on Thursday. So I'm excited about that. We're having a lunch, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have your yarn done by then. And it's not her yarn. I'm still keeping it, but it's from her sheep. So she will be very excited to see yarn made from her sheep. So, and I might ultimately make her a cowl or something out of this and give it to her. But I thought it'd be fun for her to see it in this status. And that's all I finished.
Alrighty. This bag o' goodies here.
And that's finished stuff?
Some of it is, yep.
Wow.
I finished my my vanilla bean socks out of the Vesper striping in the Serendipity colorway, or Serendipitous colorway. So I get 2 of those. Wrapped it up and put the afterthought heel in. Again, really dense. And I went up needle size, or I went down in needle size and then went up stitch count, but I don't know that really put up. They're a little tight, but I think that'll make them wear better versus being able to rub against itself on your foot. And then with the wonderful Fiber Nymph grape juice colorway on her comfy base. It's so soft. So soft and mushy. I knit my brother a For Good. And I should have grabbed the whole pile. I've got a nice rainbow. I've got the red, yellow, green, blue.
Oh, wow. Fun.
Yeah.
Have everybody put them on and take a picture.
Yeah. Get a nice little rainbow arch. And this has the hickory buttons on it as well. And I really think that this is the perfect type of variegation / tonal. Like, you can see some of the pops of changes, but you can really still see the stitch pattern as well. And I have about half of the 50-gram ball and another 50-gram ball left, and he's going to learn to knit over Christmas. So
okay.
He might be able to make a coordinating short scarf or skinny long scarf.
Okay.
Because what is that? 75 grams of worsted probably.
I have to get pictures of Ellie teaching him to knit.
Yes. Well, I don't know if she will. She's awful proud that she knows something he doesn't. And then, you have anything to add about your work in progress?
It continues on. It continues.
Well, you've gotten to the armholes, right? So
yes,
it should be going faster.
Yes, past the armholes, and I think that I only have the second part of this left before I start the neck and shoulder shaping. But there's no shaping in this one. It's like it's hard squares each time you do it, but it's okay. It's designed to be that way. It's going to be a small square neck. And, yeah, I think what I might do is reward myself by working on that sock pattern that I had mentioned. Not the ones that I would be knitting to 0, but there's a sock pattern that if I can knit them by Friday, end of day Friday, or midnight Friday, I can be registered to get prizes. And right now there's only 7 people who finished. Now, granted, a lot of people have got a head start on me. But I think if I'm monogamous, set this down, be monogamous, I can get that done.
So you're meeting one of the crazies, but not both, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is almost time for the crazy to be up. I mean, really.
We've been doing the crazy for so long.
Yeah, and I was telling I was telling Amanda that I was, I think it's kind of like infiltrated my psyche. Because I've got like 2 cardigans I want to cast on and those socks for DP Temple, and I might be polygamous now by choice, not just for obligation.
You know, and I am grateful to the Crazy for allowing me to get this far on this sweater, because there's no flippin' way. I would have knit like a couple stripes and thrown it in the basket for 6 months, and then got it out, knit a couple more stripes, and thrown it in the basket.
So this was your 5-year plan sweater?
That's probably because it's like a scrappy blanket. You know those scrappy blankets everybody's knit? You just knit a couple of them and you're like, I'm done with this. Like, being monogamous on it is hard. Or not, it's not terribly hard. It's just I really want to knit a lot of other things. I've had cast on just smacking me, and so I did that one hat, and so now I'm thinking socks. But if I can get this far, I'm thinking once I'm ready to do the shaping, I'm gonna put this down, try to knit really hard to get those socks done under a gun, like under the deadline. That's only 4 days of knitting, right? That's tight for me. For a pair of socks, I mean, I haven't done that before. So if I'm monogamous and I'm diligent, I'm thinking, okay, I might get them done. But it's going to be a win for me if I get one done, because I know I will put the old college try it.
Yeah.
This was that one where they gave it to you with the understanding that you were going to knit it during the knit along, and so I didn't pay for the pattern, and I'm getting like guilt that I shouldn't have signed up for it. I shouldn't have signed up for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my plans. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. I know it was a little long for not saying much about the sweater, but this is the front, and the back's done. The sleeves are short. I want to get this done before the new year, but I'm pretty much done working on this. I need something else. I need to break from this. This is driving me crazy. And again, the hat was not enough of a break.
Hats I love. For some reason, I knit hats as an early knitter, and now I just love them. Like, they're just like, wow, I knit that in a day, or, wow, I started that one day, and then I was done with it a couple, they're just so fast, especially worsted weight hats. They're just like,
I know, and I agree. I really liked hats.
Oh, look at that muscle! You're like, yeah, I knit that hat. I don't know, it's just like, it's quick and it's easy, and I like quick and easy. That's what he said.
I was gonna say that.
Not she. You have to say he, because I think most men would say that's what, I like it quick and easy. What else? Okay, so I have a work in progress that you're seeing me knit on here. This is a pocket to a finished cardigan, or pullover, that would have been, if Amy hadn't moved up time schedules, would have been done by tomorrow.
Yes, blame me.
Yes, it is all your fault. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this thing on. It's a long neck. And it was a bazillion miles of stockinette, to be honest.
You need a little sippy straw like the pictures.
Yep. But I really like it. I mean, it's very simple. I would recommend it for somebody who's like, I want to knit a pullover. She does very good. I learned a new increase. It's make one right back or something like that. It's you twist down. You twist your left needle, and so you're looking at the wrong side, and you stick your right needle through the stitch below the one that's on this needle, and you just knit through that stitch, and then you knit through the stitch that's above it. So it's knit one below right or something like that. I don't know.
I've done that one.
I've never done that one before. So
okay.
I learned a new increase. So the pockets, this is 18 inches from here to here, believe it or not. It's very long.
Yeah, it is long.
And the pockets are going to sit right at my hip, so it's probably not going to be the most becoming. Because pockets kind of make you look bigger through that area. But I'm knitting them. I didn't knit them on it. Because the needle size is smaller, so it would bunch up these bigger stitches. and then B, so that I have the freedom to not
Move
put
them
them
up and down, yeah.
yeah, or not put them on at all.
Okay.
Should I decide that they look kind of goofy.
So you have an FO with a chance of modification.
A partially finished object with a chance of being finished.
It's a mofo.
It is mostly finished, and I really love the yarn. I'm interested to see how it washes up. This is Miss Babs. Yowza, what a skein in the ruby spinel. And then I am just frustrated enough with the beatnik that I don't know that I'm going to do it for the KAL. I don't think I'm going to cast it on. I don't know, I just, like, I did it 2 times with this yarn, basically, like, up to, like, a certain, 5 inches or whatever. I don't know. I don't, the drive to cast it on with a different yarn is gone.
Ooh.
Like, I got my cast on with it blown, and now I don't want to do it anymore. So, I donated a prize, but I did not finish the KAL. Sorry. Miss Emily, a.k.a. Erin, that I called you last week. But yeah, happy with it. I think it will actually get worn. Some of my pullovers don't get worn as much. See, the neck is almost as long as the
it's huge.
The cardigan. Just because it gets so warm. But this is a short sleeve pullover, so I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. Okay. I'm actually going to frog my February lady pullover because I never wear it.
Oh, okay.
It's the lacy.
Yeah.
And I put some waist shaping in it, and it gaps funny because I don't have much of a waist. I don't know if you can see it from my silhouette here. And so, yeah, and it's in really nice Madeline Tosh MCN, and it just sits on my shelf and says, "You don't wear me." Oh, no. And I say, "I do not." Okay. And then I try it on, and I go, "I don't want to wear this. Either it's not my style, or it just doesn't fit," which is ironic because Amy Herzog, the author of it, is the fit to flatter person, which wasn't in her brief pattern, but, I just didn't.
So
it's
you
just
have
not my thing.
You have anything else? You have multiple whips, right?
I'm down to the one.
Okay.
So I finished up my socks. I'm going to cast on the ones for the winner of our birthday kit.
Oh, yeah.
Our birthday drawing, and then I'm going to cast on...
Oh, my gosh, was it Alaska Mama that won mine? The person who won mine in Alaska, get on me to start that. Oh, my
Give
goodness.
her a hard time.
Yeah, give me a hard time about that, because I really need to get that started. I just need to wind the yarn and put them all in the same bag, and yeah, it's getting to the end of December, and I should start that.
So this pocket got downgraded to my smaller bag. Now my big sweater bag has 4 skeins of Sun Valley fibers. And I don't think I'm revealing anything. She was out on the board saying that she was going to come to our retreat. Woohoo! Woohoo! Jeanette is awesome. And this is her Icelandic, and it's going to be a snowbird by Heidi Kermeyer. And I believe I get email updates from her website that they've got free shipping going on right now. So get out there if you're interested. They're also going to SSK. So if you don't have any and you want to do the whole SSK, KL, she's going to vend, and so you can use her yarn for the KAL, and she's got some fabulous stuff. Lots of sweater quantities. I think this is going to be my Kevin Bacon snowbird, because I know the person who knows this sheep.
Yeah.
2 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't know if the sheep know Kevin Bacon, but I'm super excited because this is very rustic, like I'm trying to bring back my good rustic karma. Like, I didn't have a very positive experience with the shelter, and this is just, it's resilient, but it's still very, woolen spun? So, and it's the right weight, and it's the right yarn, it's the right color. I'm so excited. So, that is cool. I wish I could be casting them. And I have your mom and you teamed up and got sewed me a bag. And it's got some yarn in it. Yes, I bought way back when, I bought some Debbie Stroller Stitch Nation Bamboo U. So it's 55% viscose from bamboo. So I'm pretty sure that's extruded bamboo sludge and 45% wool. But I'm thinking this is gonna be a Nanook.
Okay.
A Nanook. Little baby bag. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that's my up and coming sweaters that are gonna be knit. Don't know when, but there's probably gonna be 2 of them on the needles at the same time. And thank you, Amy's mom. And thank you, Amy. Very big. Yep. There's 3 skeins in there.
And they're swishy.
And there would be room for another, I don't know, 2? Yeah.
She said she made it for somebody else, the same size, and they said it was awesome sweater bag.
Yep.
So
it's longer,
but maybe not as wide. So yeah. Yep. Probably holds about the same.
Baggage. I got baggage.
And then,
yep, you go right ahead and jump into your enabling.
So my mom made me one of those but she made me this for Christmas.
Aww, sock monkeys.
Sock monkeys. And so it's got a gift card in there too. But so the gift card holder was this cute little sock monkey bag. And then I got my club shipment from Dancing Dog Dye Works, and this is the HRH, His Royal Highness Henry.
Very pretty purple.
And Henry's a dog. Just so you know, it's not Prince Henry.
Oh yeah, yours is much darker.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, I like this purple. I've gotten 3 different purples recently, and this is kind of the medium one, and the stricken, smitten, whatever, that one was really dark. It almost looks blue compared to this purple. And, but I know that it's purple because I take it away from this one and it looks purple.
Yeah.
But just next to each other, it looks more blue. And love the pattern that came with this. It's from No Knit Sherlock, and it's a Chihuahua pattern. So adorable. It is stinking cute. So I want that. I want to knit that too. You know, it's like, it'd be such a small, you know, a simple knit. You know, I think that I could have it done fairly quickly, but sigh, I will not. But love it, love the pattern. Thank you, ladies, for conspiring on the Monster Mania Club, and I have one more shipment in this before I'm done. And then that's the Into the World, which I told you all that I would hold out until I got the last shipment of the year, and when I got that shipment I would decide whether I was going to continue or not. I'm leaning towards no. My stash is too big to just add it automagically. I can't do that anymore. Like magic yarn that just shows up at your door. I can't do that with the stash that I have right now.
It's not yarn. It's fiber that
well, but
shows
still,
up.
I got way too much fiber too. And I was enabled on Plurk by Froggy Monkey of Knitting in Circles. She had said that this person was offering free shipping. And or maybe it was 20% off her shop, but it basically ended up being free shipping. It's the Craft Junkie, an Etsy shop, the Craft Junkie. Her name's Amanda. She wrote a nice note, handwritten on the back. And I bought Bazinga Tote.
Bazinga.
So Big Bang Theory, Bazinga Tote.
Cool. That's some ziggy zaggies in there.
Yes, some crazy chevrons in the middle. And then while I was on the shop buying the Bazinga bag, this one called my name and said, "I'm a Viewmaster." Look at that.
Yeah, very cool.
Viewmaster wheels. And then the same chevron, but this one's a blue. Oh, no, it's not. It's not the same. Similar.
It's more of
blue.
Yeah, more of a safari themed.
Yeah. But again, I thought that the combinations in the fabric choices were really nice. The construction is really nice. I think I might use them for a while and then kind of put them in the gift pile. I mean, I really like them. I do. It's just one of those things that, like, I have so many bags. and you get to the point where you're like, well, let's see if I fall in love with them. If I fall in love with them, I'll keep them. If not, I will set them free. But, you know, it wasn't, I think that the Bazinga one was a little bit more. And she has Harry Potter theme and one that was soft kitty oriented, and yeah, so she has a lot of really cute stuff. And again, I don't know, yeah, we'll have to see if it's the right size for what I do.
What do you do with totes?
Yeah, I put stuff in them.
Is that what everybody does with totes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I was wondering if I was using my tote wrong.
But I was just looking at them thinking to myself, they might not be big enough for what I normally put in my totes. You know, it's like, okay, for what I would really want to use them for, they're not big enough. So then if it becomes another knitting bag, which I need not, yeah, they're just too cool to let sit in my closet. That's all I have to say about that. And we have a present from Miss Ka Shirley. Yay! So,
and she's here.
Girlfriend's knitting.
Let's put her up and say,
oh,
hello, I'm Carolyn, the fabulous.
So, we got little zombie dude stitch markers.
Yay!
Clay stitch markers. And then there is for the crazy zombie squirrel, I'm assuming these are for a giveaway.
Prize, yeah.
Yeah. So these are our prize giveaways for the crazy zombie squirrel. And there is an acorn and a zombie dude and then a little multicolored.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's really cute. So this is what would go to the winner.
People are so crafty. I'm not crafty.
And then an acorn. And then this bad boy, little, oh, it's like rubber.
He's a crazy ball.
He's very crazy.
Oh, and smooshy.
Yeah, like a bouncy ball.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That
Cool.
he represents the crazy.
Okay.
We had a consultation about it.
Okay. Crazy zombie squirrel.
Yes.
Now,
But I thought it was it was a very I saw it fall down here. A non-literal interpretation of crazy. I thought that was very fun.
Yes. Because what would a literal interpretation be?
The picture of me.
Okay. I'll buy that.
Okay.
Picture of Megan.
Don't buy that. You've got enough crazy. You don't need to buy any. Oh! Also, upcoming plans. You guys are going to love this. You guys should join in on me.
Hold the prices, please.
Will do. In on my crazy. For the baby it's cold outside, I'm knitting the incognito cowl. The one with the mustache.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? So this year actually, when I'm knitting it, I'll be able to say last year, I had the goal of doing color work.
Oh, okay.
So a year later, I'm going to knit the incognito cowl for our baby.
Good.
It's cold outside.
Good
I
one.
knew. I had the forethought to know. But I think that's super fun. I just have to find the right. I don't have any like brown, black in my stash really. I mean, I could do like a blue and then have like a different color. I could have a pink mustache. That'd be fun.
There you go.
This pink, in fact, because I've got a whole huge ball of it left. All right. Make sure that I'm not losing anything. All right. The Kiki from Yarn vs. Zombies has figured out how to make me buy yarn. It's not all that complicated.
No.
But she wrote this funny note. She said, "Thanks for succumbing to zombie mind control," and she crossed it out, stopping by. "Enjoy zombies taking over your brains, your yarn." So, Kiki, that was delightful. I laughed. So, all you have to do is call your colorway zombie, and apparently I am powerless and must buy it. So, these are both zombie unicorn, and this is Superwash Merino DK. It's a single ply. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's fantastic. I love that blue, and then there's reds and browns, and it's single ply goodness like my TML. Oh, I love it.
Oh, is it Superwash?
Yes.
Neat.
And then this one is her haunted base. Sorry, what base is this? This one's Tails. And this one's also Zombie Unicorn. And I believe this will make a fantastic pair of socks. Again, those same colors. And I'll have to say, Kiki, I think that the postmen have memorized the route from Australia to Rochester, or like my existing Yarn versus Zombies can like call out to this yarn, because it gets here a lot faster now.
Okay.
This is like the third shipment I've gotten from her, and I think it's the fastest. I think it got here in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's because we're all like, the post office is all jacked up right now for holiday shipping, or what it is, but got here really fast. Almost near instant gratification. When it was in the mail today, I like literally squeed. I was like, oh my god, it got here already! Like, I had no idea that it would get here that fast. But it's fantastic and I love it. She also sent some cotton that she dyed up that I'm going to give a go. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's fingering weight cotton. Don't see a lot of fingering weight cotton. Like, most stuff is worsted, like the cones and the peaches and cream.
Well, unless it's crochet, I guess. Crochet cotton is.
But then that's really thin. That's like lace weight, right? You don't see a lot of fingering weight cotton. Anywho, beautiful purple. Probably something for my daughter.
Yeah. I've been informed that my daughter's new favorite color is blue.
Oh, dear. That's good to know.
Yes. Well, she was shopping at the yarn store with me.
Oh.
And that's what we ended up with. So I have other things that I bought. Like I bought some Cascade 220 Superwash in like a dark green, but you didn't need to see that.
What was it for?
It's going to be a vest for my stepdad, because I was going to offer to knit him something, and vest was not on there because I've already knit him one, but then my mom convinced me that he loves his first one so much that I need to knit him his second one. And then I said, well, it's not going to be exactly the same because I'm not knitting the same pattern twice, in that regard. So this one might have like some more interestingness. The other one was just an easy stockinette one. So might need to put some more pizzazz in it. I might just end up running a cable along one side, but I mean, it's going to be different.
Yes, something. That was my issue with the Idlewood. Love it. Did I say that? That it was an Idlewood by Cicely Glowwood McDonald? I get a little extra fancy badge now for, not really, but for doing the 12 sweaters in 2012.
Oh, okay.
I did every one of theirs.
Good.
I should print out my own little badge. Stick it on my shirt. I did them all. I feel so proud. But yeah,
prizes?
No. Some of them had prizes.
Okay.
The Hohi one didn't. This one didn't. Can't remember which one did.
Okay.
Maybe the Amy Christophers one had prizes? I don't remember. Anyway.
Goodness.
Yeah. But there was nothing. I mean, like, other than the garter on the edges, it was all stockinette. Just knit for 18 inches in the round.
At least it was worsted.
It says the woman knitting a fingering weight jumper.
At least it was worsted.
At least it was worsted, yes. And I think that doing the cheater color change paid off.
Yeah.
Because you can't really tell.
Yay.
Well, I think
we don't know what time it is, and we've probably rambled on a lot.
Yep.
So we're just
and Amy's yawning, so that's always good.
I don't know. Maybe my sugars are low or something. I don't know. But because it's not that late.
No.
Bye.
Bye, Ufta.